Ghost is one of those bands where you either love them or you hate them, and with their new release, Skeletá, that is out now, there is bound to be some controversy regardless. Now, I've been a pretty big Ghost fan for a while now. My favorite album of theirs is Opus. I really do like how the band has evolved their sound, and every single release I've really enjoyed, even their EPs that have come out. I believe there are 3 of them now. Impera has always been the Ghost equivalent of the Black Album to me, and I was just worried because I wasn't really sure where the band would go from there. There's a lot of people who are very defensive of Skeletá, and they boil down any criticism to, oh, you just like the heavy stuff, or oh, you just like the early stuff. Well, guess what? I do really love everything this band has put out. Now let's talk about Tobias Forge. I found this record to be the most emotional delivery I have ever heard from Tobias on a Ghost album. He really does spill his heart out on this album. Tobias Forge has recently talked about how he's thinking about moving away from the in-band lore, and I can really hear that on this album. Now, I did find the production to be pretty decent. Not the best from Ghost, but also not the worst. And honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of the drum sound, but overall wasn't distracting and was pretty decent. All right, let's jump into the track list here of Skeletá. Peacefield kicks off the record, and I actually got to see Ghost, and this is how they open their show. Spoiler alert. I should have said spoiler alert before, but I can't get into Peacefield at all. I really can't. It is just way too similar to Journey Separate Ways. And I'm always into Ghost referencing other bands, especially Griftwood, how it references Van Halen, and I really do like that. But it's just the same. It's too similar. It's just kind of ruined the song for me. I'll play a little comparison clip right here.
Someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you. Oh, we touched away our sacred way. Your love bright as the starlight. Oh, child, still we can see. A black moon over the peace field. Oh, child, stay close to me.
Lacrima is next, and this is the second song on the track listing and the second single, and this is a banger. Maybe, dare I say it, a top 5-10 Ghost song of all time. One of the best. I'm never sick of this track. The hooks. The hooks are incredible on this, and Tobias Forge sounds excellent. His inflections are so awesome, and he's just come so far as a singer. He just sounds incredible on this. Lacrima is a certified banger, and I hope it is a concert staple moving forward. Satanized is the next track we are talking about here. Satanized is the first single. I listened to it at midnight when it dropped. This is an absolute banger. Just great stuff here. I love the structure. I love the pacing, and the hooks are there as well. This song really does feel like they took Opus and Prequel and put it in a blender, and I really do like that because you can see also how far the band has come in their songwriting ability. Just a really great track and a classic. Guiding Lights is the first song that feels like something off Skeletá. I feel like the first 3 singles feel like they were written at a different time. Like the rest of this record seems like it was all written together, and we start that off with Guiding Lights. Now, my issue with this song is that it just feels like it treads water for a while. I remember just waiting for something to happen, and it just never does. It relies on the chorus so heavily, and I feel like there's no payoff with it. I will say, though, that this song has really fantastic lyrics, some great stuff from Tobias, and is having me question my own mortality. De Profundis Borealis is next, and I think I said that right. Because I know if I don't, that's going to be the thing held against me. Don't be lecturing me on the tracks when you can't even pronounce the name. And this song just isn't too memorable for me. The intro just feels a little awkward, the piano, and it just kind of whiplashes you into the main riff. It seems like this song just really doesn't go anywhere, and the drums seem very repetitive on this one. Cenotaph is next, and this is a pretty creative one from Ghost. I really do like how the galloping riff pairs with the other instruments. There's also like subtle piano that's really low in the mix, but it's a nice touch. Not my favorite Ghost song, but still a unique cut in the catalog. Massilia Amori is the next song I will be talking about, and wow, this one really did catch me off guard when I first listened to it. This song just feels really awkward that it's paired with the other tracks on Skeletá. It just doesn't really fit at all. It feels like Tobias Forge is just checking off a box with like, oh, we got to have a crazy campy song, I guess. I'm not sure how I feel about the Papa Moans on this and the whole line of, you showed me yours, I'll show you mine. And it's like this mic drop line on the song. It's just pretty ridiculous, I think. Marks of the Evil One is next. There, the marks are spreading everywhere. Maybe not the most creative chorus of all time, but I think it's so catchy and I do really dig it. I really love everything about this track except the lyrics. There's literally a line that's just, the third rider looks cool on his steed black. I wish the lyrics were a little more creative, especially with how descriptive and creative Ghost has been in the past with lyrics, but I don't know, just lyrically doesn't really do it for me, but instrumentally I really do love it. Also, I think it has the best solo on the whole record. I really love every time it plays, and yeah, just solid one. Umbra is the second to last track, and on paper, this really shouldn't work at all, but oh my God, do I love Umbra. It's so great. I love the cowbell. I love the like openy Slayer alternative picking. I love it. I love the organ on this. It's so fun. Just instantly one of my favorites on this album. Excelsis takes us out of this album, and wow, this is quite an emotional track from Tobias. I feel like this is the song where he really does escape the Papa character. And when I listen to this, I'm like, wow, I'm listening to a Tobias Forge song, not a Ghost song. For me, this song kind of does overstay its welcome though, but I feel like it would work great in maybe a movie about Microsoft. So before I give you my rating, let me just like cover a couple points. First of all, let me just talk about the solos real quick. I feel like the solos weren't really memorable. Ghost has had some of the most memorable solos. 20s, for example. Like it or not, it has one of the best solos ever from Ghost. And I just never really got that here. A lot of the solos just weren't memorable, and there was just a lot of shredding that did not fit the songwriting at all for me. But this album just really does feel like an identity crisis for Ghost. Again, struggling between whether it wants to be a Tobias Forge album or a Ghost album. But yeah, it's a very transitional record for the band, and I'm excited to see where they go from here, of course, because there are so many paths. I have no fucking clue where the band is going to go from here, but there's so much to like on this album, but at the same time, it does feel like one of those middle of the road records. There's a lot that's just kind of forgettable on this. I do think this is slightly above average, and I'd give it like a pretty solid 6 out of 10. But make sure to like and subscribe and check me out on Patreon. I actually reacted to this whole album live when it dropped on there, so you can see what my initial thoughts are on that compared to this. They were a lot kinder on the initial reaction. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Brandon Battick, and this has been Disturbing the Priest.
It's death! I've just seen death!